All right, let's talk about something we've all experienced. Have you ever felt completely trapped in a conversation that's just going nowhere? Well, today we are unlocking a really simple but super powerful tool that will absolutely transform your everyday small talk from dull and forgettable to dynamic and genuinely interesting.
You know this one, right? You ask a totally normal question, something like, "Hey, how was your trip?" And you get that totally predictable answer, "It was good, thanks." And that's it. Conversation over. It just hits a wall. It is a dead-end loop that we all get stuck in way too often.
You know, there's actually a name for this whole thing, the small talk trap. It's the reason so many of our interactions feel kind of superficial and just fail to create any kind of real connection. So let's unpack exactly why this keeps happening.
And here's the real problem, right? When we ask these generic questions, we get generic autopilot answers back. These responses, they don't have any detail, they don't have any passion, they're missing any kind of emotional hook for the other person to grab onto and build a real conversation from.
But what if you could change all of that with just one simple question? How do we actually break out of this boring cycle and get to the good stuff? Well, there is a way, and honestly, it's incredibly easy.
Get ready for this. It's called the best part shortcut. This is the simple, kind of elegant question that is going to unlock way better, much more meaningful conversations for you.
So here it is. It's so simple, you're going to love it. Instead of the default, "How was your weekend?" or "How was the conference?" you just make one tiny little change. You ask, "What was the best part about it?"
So what's actually going on in their brain when you ask this? Well, this question instantly bypasses that autopilot mode. It forces the other person to actually pause, to think, and to scan their memory for a specific, positive highlight. And in doing that, they reveal something they genuinely care about.
So why is this one small tweak so incredibly effective? It almost sounds too simple, right? Let's get into the simple, almost childlike logic that makes this shortcut work so brilliantly. Okay, this is my favorite part. Think about it with what we call the 5-year-old logic. If you ask a kid, "Hey, how's your new toy?" They're just going to say, "Good." But if you ask them, "What's the coolest thing your toy does?" Suddenly their eyes just light up, right? They're showing you all the secret buttons, the flashing lights, they're telling you a whole story.
And that right there, that's the whole secret. You're no longer asking for a one-word summary. You are specifically asking them to tell you the most interesting story. Okay, so that's the why. Now for the really fun part, the how. Let's look at a couple of common situations and see how you can put this shortcut into practice, like right away. Let's just look at these examples. Instead of that classic, "How was your weekend?" you ask, "What was the best part of your weekend?" Or instead of that dreaded interview question, "So what do you do?" try asking, "What's the best part of your workday?" See, you're not just asking for a job title, you're asking for a highlight.
Here's a really great way to think about it. A standard question is basically like looking at a book cover. Yeah, it gives you the title, maybe a picture, but that's really it. Asking about the best part is like asking someone to open that book and turn directly to their favorite, most exciting page. All right, theory is great, but action is so much better. I want you to walk away from this with a really clear plan. So here are 3 different ways you can start using this shortcut starting today. So we'll start with easy mode. Tonight, just ask a family member or a roommate, "Hey, what was the best part of your day today?" Then for medium mode, try it at work. When a coworker says work is going good, just pivot the conversation and ask, "Oh, that's great. What's been the best part of this project for you?" And finally, challenge mode. Reverse it. The next time someone asks you how your day was, just lead with your best part and watch how they lean in.
And you know, there's something really powerful about that easy mode question. The amazing thing is that even if someone had a really terrible day, this gently helps them find one small win, one little moment of light. It's actually a super positive and empathetic tool.
Look, at the end of the day, this isn't just about avoiding boring conversations. It's about actively creating more interesting and positive ones. So now it's your turn to try it. I'll leave you with this. What best part question will you ask today?